In my last video I talked to you about the order of intervals and how major and minor blues scales are constructed. I'd like to explain today where these scales actually come from, so where they're derived from. And all of the material from the lesson is in a free PDF that you can download with the link underneath this video. I'm Matthew Smith, I'm the founder of saxophonestudies.com, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and then the bell icon, and then you'll find out every time I release a new video here on YouTube. So let's get started. First of all, we'll start with the major blues scale. I'm going to give this example in the key of C. So the first thing you need to know is the C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B and C. Each of these notes of the scale can be assigned a number. So the first note in the scale is called the 1, the second note is called the 2, the third note is called the 3 or the third, etc. And you can see it on the screen, I've written that in. So that's important to know. To get from the major scale to the major blues scale, the first thing we need to do is extract the major pentatonic scale. And you do that by taking out of the major scale the 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. And you'll see I've done that on the screen now. And this gives you the major pentatonic scale. Once we've got this, we need to add in an extra note, which is the flattened third. And in this case, that's an E flat. And there you have the major blues scale. So you've got the major scale, you take out the major pentatonic, the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and then you add in the flattened third, and that gives you the major blues scale. Now we're going to work out the minor blues scale. There's two ways of doing this. I'm going to explain to you first what I think is the simplest way, and then there's an additional way. And both of these methods are written out in the free PDF you can download as well. So again, we're going to start with the C major scale, and again we're going to take out the major pentatonic scale, which gives you the 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6, and again we're going to add in the flattened third to create the C major blues scale. Now every major key has what's called a relative minor key, and a very quick simple way to get to that is you go to the 6th note of the scale, of the major scale that is. So as you've seen with the numbers underneath the notes, that in this key, in the key of C, A is the relative minor note. What this means is that you've got the C major blues scale. If you play exactly the same notes but start on the relative minus, which in this case is A, to start on the A and play the same notes, that gives you the relative minor blues scale. So in this case you would call it the A minor blues scale. So if you have any key, let's say you wanted to work out a G minor blues scale, the first thing you need to do is work out what is the relative major key, and then from there you can work out the major scale, extract the pentatonic, add in the flattened third, and then start it on that on the G, and then you have the scale worked out. And if you'd like some help in working out relative major and minor keys, there's a link underneath this video to an explanation of that in a previous video. And here's the second way you can work out the minor blues scale. Let's say that you wanted to work out a C minor blues scale, for example. The first thing you need to do is work out the relative major key. So the relative major from C minor is E flat major. So when you've got the E flat major scale there, what you need to do is play exactly the same notes as that, but start on the 6th note. Now we already know that that 6th note is the relative minor, and in this case it's C. So by playing an E flat major scale, starting on the C, starting on the 6th, you are actually creating what's called the C natural minor scale. The next step, now we've got this C natural minor scale, is to extract from that the root note, the 1, the flattened third, the 4th, the 5th and the flattened 7th, and that gives us what's called the minor pentatonic scale. The next step is to then add into that minor pentatonic scale the flattened 5th as well, so it's an additional note, and that gives us, that creates the C minor blues scale. So there you have it, that's where the major and minor blues scales are derived from. I hope you've found this useful. Don't forget to click the link below to get the free PDF, and do leave a comment on YouTube to let me know how this has helped you. It'd be great to hear from you.